Hi, Dally's here for the lily pad. Um, I'm gonna be using this kit. It's called Laughter is the Best Medicine by Dawn and Skip. And I really hope that I'm pronouncing her last name right. She's brand new for the lily pad, to the lily pad as a designer, but I have been using her stuff and loving her stuff for years now. I'm also going to be using some styles and some overlays. I just want to show you how I use them. I have used this kit right now and I already have a page that is already made. It's kind of in its finishing stages. This is my daughter Bianca with her super duper friends. These are Heather's kids and we love them so much, and this was us at the gym because we go to the gym together. I am going to start by, you see this rolling on the floor laughing little sticker part of this kit. I feel like it needs like a little bit detail, like maybe a border or something. Not necessarily you need to do this, but these are some of my favorite styles. I wanted to show that to you. This one I'm going to be using, let me see if you can see this better. Perfect. This is by Mommyish. It's called Deckled Edging Action, and it's amazing. I just love this action. You can pick the shape or make your own shape. In this case, I'm gonna pick a shape because it's already made this sticker for me. I'm gonna pick a color and it's gonna make this cool border, and then I can apply a style if I want it. If not, I can leave it like that. So it depends on what you want, okay? I went here to, oh, sorry, let me show you. So here are the options. Here are my CS files or my PSE files. So either one, depending what you use. And then also, I love that Leah always adds all these instructions. She adds you instructions for the Photoshop elements. She gives you instructions on how to use it for CS or for the cloud. And then she gives you also tips. So it's really easy to use. I'm gonna go here to the CS file. I already double click on my brush and loaded my brush. That's how you add it for CS, for Photoshop CS. And I click on my ATN, which is my action. And the last thing that I need to do is click on my styles. So now this style is gonna be added all the way to the bottom here, vintage 1, 2, 3, and 4. One thing that is good, let's go to the actions, and here I have it selected. This is something that I like to do. I think it's something that will help you understand a little bit more actions. Actions, what they really do is it's a bunch of steps that are recorded, literally that they're recorded and saved. So when you click this, it goes through a set of steps one by one in a certain order and apply it to that specific element that you selected. So in this case, I already have a drop shadow because I was looking how my page was gonna look, and I added a shadow to this element. Now if I go here, I notice that they're gonna convert to a smart object, and I'm like, oh, hold your horses. I don't want this shadow to be glued or attached or made and flatten out with my element sticker. So I'm right now going to remove my effect, or I'm going to make it invisible. So when I run my action, it doesn't flatten it out. And then if I wanted to add it at the end, I could add it to see how it looks. But if I don't, then I have the option of taking it away or adding it. If I leave it right now on, since it's going to right here, you see how it says convert to smart object and then rasterize, means those all are going to be flattened out. Okay, I'm going to come over here. One of the things that in the instructions tells you is that you want to make sure that you grab your brush and you select the brush that is this vintage one that added. And the other important thing is that your foreground color has to be whatever the color for the border you want. I want a border that is the same color as my sticker. So I click my sticker and I say okay. I'm clicking my sticker and I'm gonna go here. Oh, one other thing. I know a lot of people have problems with it. I did at the beginning. I click here and I'm like, oh, I'm trying to play and it doesn't let me play it because it's grayed out. Because you have to open the folder and then click on the action itself, which right now is all hidden out. The way to know that it was to some of the steps that I'm gonna do is to click on this little arrow and it opens or closes. So you're gonna go. So you can actually run an action. Let's say, oh, I didn't want to run the rasterize. I could select it here and run it. And since I know myself, and I didn't need to hide the effects. And since I know myself, I'm gonna forget about that, and I'm gonna run it from the beginning, and then at the end, I'm gonna go, oh, I forgot to do that. So this is why I just took the this shadow out. I'm gonna go here to the beginning. I'm gonna close this, and now, as you can tell, now it's not grayed out. It's blue. Sometimes it's supposed to be green, but for some reason in my monitor it looks kind of blue. Maybe in the recording it would look green. And I'm just gonna click it. Ready? It's gonna go really fast. Done. And you're gonna say, oh my god, the sticker's done. The sticker's got no. It's just that the way she does it is that she hides it after it's done. So now look at it. I like always putting my frame behind it. Why? No, I'm not sure. The other thing is that I kind of feel like it's a little bit that I need to reduce it a little bit because it's just too big. I go and reduce it just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit, not much. There you go. Perfect. It's all over there. Here's my sticker, which does have a little bit of a finish. And then, so we could put this one on top. Let's see. If I put it on top, oh, then it's covered. That's perfect then. Okay. Isn't that cute? If I wanted to do a style, let's see. I'm selecting my frame and I click, let me zoom in so you can see it. I don't think I'm going to go with any of the styles, but let's see. You can do vintage frame 1. Oh, that's kind of cool. Vintage frame 2. Vintage frame 3, which I really like. And vintage frame 4. So it depends on what you want. That's actually cute. Oh, I may actually add one of these. Okay. So after that, I would totally come and grab my 2 sections, and I'm gonna do a Command E. Command E merge both or flatten those 2 layers together, and then I would look for my amazing. Let's see, some of my shadows. I have so many sets of shadows. It's just insane. I like that one. Okay, so there it is. Now I have a little kind of ruffle it. And I'm actually maybe, since now it's covering so much of the word funny, I think I may want to make it smaller and maybe put it someplace else. It's just here. I like that. Okay, let's see. Now, this cute happy face. I think this is the cutest happy face ever. I'm gonna move it over here so I can come and make it big so you can see it. I think Dawn's watercolor elements are just amazing. Like, they're really, really amazing. I am going to see. What do I do? Oh, I like these. These are some of Mommy-ish. This is styling number 90, and it makes summer It makes pewter, it makes that golden color, it makes knitted, it makes just this cool flare, and I was thinking that maybe that would look really cute as a flare. So I am going to go, I should have this one, Styling 90, already uploaded, so I'm going to look for here. And you have to I have to apologize about this because I have a gazillion styles. Let's show you that for a little bit longer. Styling 90 by Mummyish. I have so many of them, it's not funny. Oh, so here it is. You got the brush silver, you got the brush silver 2, the gold, the chipboard knit fabric, which is really cool. Isn't that awesome? I love the texture that that does. Like it's really cool. It's like it's just, and you can select it that so the knitting is smaller. You can do plastic. I love it. And you can do plastic small. So it does a little bit. Let me move from plastic to plastic small. So you see the different that the flare look. Here's the flare. And the flare small, and then you have the paper one, and it gives you a little bit like of a thicker edge over here, and then you get the clear, which really this is what I recommend you if you're gonna do this one. Let's go back to this one. I'm gonna do Command J, which is a copy. Now I'm gonna hide all my effects. Okay, there. So now I'm hiding all my effects out of that one. You see how it's playing? And then I would come in here and you can do clear. And you get that effect. Totally fine. Also, you could do this just to have like an odd shape element that you can make like a little plastic. That's really cool. Here's with the shadow, which I really like too. Well, this is my only problem here is that hard to pick what I want. I don't know what I want. I really don't know. So so I think this is the worst part for me is that I never can pick what I want. So what do you think? I was thinking that maybe I wanted a flare, but this thing, I'm so sorry. When I'm recording my CS5, it's a little bit cranky. See how it's not letting me do stuff. Oh, I hate when it does that. I'm thinking, I don't know. What do you guys think? Okay, I'm gonna go with the plastic small. Or the plastic. Okay, the plastic small. Okay, oh, you know what? I'm gonna pick the big one just so I can show you something. Because I was talking about this, I was asking you guys, do you modify your actions or do you modify your styles? This is how you do it. You come and click on the FX button, you double click it, and it's gonna bring up your, well, hopefully it will. There it is, your layer style window. And here, when she recorded that, when she created that layer, she created an inner shadow, an inner glow, a bevel and emboss, a contour, and a gradient overlay. So you can go to, like, I could say, oh, I don't want the inner glow. And you see, it's going to be right here, the inner glow. I'm going to take it off. See the little change? Sorry, the inner shadow. Inner shadow. Here's the inner glow. See how it just gets a little bit duller? Not so bright. I'm going to get the bevel and emboss. That's going to give me that big shine in the top. And you can take the contour. It looks different. It makes it flatter, look flatter on the top, and then the gradient. See how it changes just a little bit. And in some elements, depending on the color, you're gonna notice it more. Now you can do that, or you can go more in depth and say, oh, I'm gonna if I click instead of that checkbox into that inner shadow, that's gonna tell me that my inner shadow the color was black. I could make my inner shadow different. Let's say I am gonna get like this color, or like a brownish. Let's say, okay. So I don't know if you can see it, but it changes a little bit here in the brown colors. But you can change this into whatever color you want. Let's say, make it very awkward and weird. See if that one we can see it better. See, it looks a little bit more purplish in here. Look at it. I hope you can see it. It's very mild, and some of these changes are you're gonna see a lot. Some of them you're not gonna see that much. Like here, the opacity was only 11%. So let's make it crazy. In purple, let's say that we're gonna add this to be 100%. You see, there is your purple. So now you know where that inner shadow it is, okay? We're gonna put it back again to the 11%. I'm gonna put it back in black. And then here's the other thing that you can do right now is using a degree of -90. You can use your global lighting. You see how it jumped? So now, if I were to put the purple instead of here, the purple would be here. You could change the distance. You can change the choke, the size, be more prominent. You can change the contour, which makes it looks different. So you can play with all this. You can change with the inner glow. You can change. So the inner glow right now it's white. You can change it to a different color that suits better your element. You can change your bevel and emboss. You can change your contour. You can change your gradient overlay. Maybe the colors or which type of gradient you're using. In this case, see, with the overlay and the angle, you can change all this to satisfy your need. Now, one thing that I do want to show you, and I'm going to hide this one because I like that one. I don't want to mess up anything else with it. But I'm going to click this one and remember that knit fabric that we had. Oops. Okay. If this happens to you, which is really cool, by the way, it was because I first had the clear. So I'm going to go back to maybe, oh, there you go. So I'm back to my image again because that clear one stays clear. So I'm going to go back to the knit. Okay, now here, look at this. If I click, and maybe in the knit is not such a big deal, but sometimes other styles where they use a pattern, you maybe don't want a specific dot or a specific stain, a specific something. So I'm gonna go to here. I know this is a pattern overlay, and the pattern right now is this weaving. So I can move. You see how I'm moving? Pattern. So sometimes if it's like a distress and there's a stain, maybe there's a stain and I didn't want the stain to be in the eye. So you can move it to look different, okay? So remember that if it's a pattern overlay, you can always open, yes, so as you open this layer style window, you can move this, the pattern itself within the element, okay? I'm gonna turn this one back on. I really like it. Okay, one thing that you could actually come here over again and add a drop shadow. I don't remember what my drop shadow for flares is, so I usually what I would do is kind of say I'm gonna convert this to smart object, and it's gonna make all those effects and flatten them in one position. Okay, and then, oh, you know what I forgot to do? I'm gonna do undo because I didn't check if my bevel emboss was in, I like for my bevels to run at the same angle. Oof, that's rough. No, not that one. Wait, oh, cancel. Here. I can, let's see. So you know what, I'm gonna leave it there because just so I don't lose so much time doing this. So I'm gonna convert to small object. Now that it's like that, now I'm gonna look over here for my, you can use the mummy shadow that it comes with it, which I really like. And then, since I don't remember, yeah, do global lighting. I already set up my global lighting to be 45 degrees. That is my personal, that's what I prefer. I'm like, now that it's a flare, I don't want it under my stitches, but I want it over my stitches. And I really like him so much. I think I want him a little bit on top of that happy. Oops. There you go. Oh, that's cute. That is so cute. And just in case this happy from the kit, it comes in black, but I just went and changed the blending mode to divide so it shows white on my page. So I hope that helps you a little bit on how I use some of my my styles and actions. I will try to make another video to show you how you can make your own actions. It's really easy, okay? So see you soon, and thank you for playing with us in the art journaling section for the lily pad.